I was actually at the studio with Hakka today earlier, and then we had dinner. I had dinner with Rex today. First time meeting him today. It was really nice. He was really shy. I thought he was gonna be loud and he was gonna talk a lot, but he was very like reserved, quiet. He was a cute little guy, yeah. He was like all embarrassed. I met Flayon as well. He's a really clumsy guy, Flayon. He's a really clumsy guy. Let's like go description of like what it felt like when I met them. We'll start off with Hakka, because this is the first one out of VG that I met over here. So Hakka, he's pretty chill with things, you know? I thought he would be like clumsy and, you know, all hyper and jumpy like Flay would be. But then he was more like a bit more chill. It's like, oh hey. It's like, hello, yo, what's up, motherfucker? And then, you know, just hug it out. And like, finally we get to meet each other. You know, my impression of him is like, but he's a really... I'm surprised you're a really strong drinker. Like, I think out of the whole group, me and Hakka, like, we drank like 4 times, 5 times more than what the other people were drinking there. But yeah, Hakka is like, he's strong. He's good with alcohol. He's good with alcohol. He's a challenger. He likes to eat many different things. He's like, what's that? I want to try it. And he goes for it, is what I notice. He's a challenger. It's a good thing. He's like a kid, you know? I feel like Hakka is the closest to a kid. He's very adventurous. That's my impression of Hakka. And then my impression of Shinri, because I met Shinri after him. He's very, like, mature. He's an adult, you know? He likes to go home early. A lot of times we'll be hanging out and it's like, oh, I'm gonna head back. I feel like he's tired a lot of the times and he just heads back. Shinri is literally Shinri. He's very, like, what do you call it? He reminds me, like, of my parents in a way, I guess. Or, like, not my parents, or just, like, any parent in general. It's like, no, we can't spend too much money, guys. We gotta be careful with it. Kind of like that. He's very responsible, I guess, is the word. I do feel like he's, like, pretty quiet as well. But, like, he's fine with big groups and stuff. It's not like he dislikes it. And then Bettel was the one I met after Shinri. After meeting him, he's literally himself as well, I guess. He's literally himself. I don't really know, like, how exactly to explain him, but... he likes hanging out with people, though. That's for sure. He likes hanging out with people. He's pretty extroverted, I would say. He's pretty extroverted. Maybe that's a good way to just simply explain about him. And then Flayon, I met him as well. After that, Flayon is a very clumsy guy. Is what I noticed. He's like carrying a lot of stuff. He's like, oh, it's okay. I don't need to have a bag. And he's like carrying it all in his hand. And then he kind of like stumbles on his foot and drops all the stuff that he's carrying. You know, have to pick it up for him. But he's a really sweet guy. He's like a really good boy, you know. Yeah, he's literally the definition of, oh my god, he's like a clumsy little guy. He's like the little brother that you have to look after. Is, I guess, how you would explain Flayon. And his, like, I guess, hyper. He's hyper, but is really clumsy, you know? Did he nearly crush your ribs when he hugged you like Hakka's? I don't know if I got a hug. I dapped him up. I think people are too scared of me. I think except Hakka, people might be a bit scared of me. Lamau, why are you scaring them? I don't know if I'm actually scaring them or it's the whole aura of, oh my god, he's from first gen. I'm not too sure if I can, like, talk to him in person, like, haha, hey, kinda. You gotta hug him? Bro, I always, like, I give him, like, what do you call it? I don't give him, like, a full-on big hug where I lift him and shit, but, like, you know, a hug on the shoulder kind of hug, and then I dap him up, I do. And I was like, hey, yo, what's up, bitch? And I just walk up to them and Maybe the what's up bitches maybe what scares him or whatever, but yeah, I just like keep it simple, dap him up with them and just... But I do feel like they seem very like, what do you call it, like, nice to meet you, hey, like kind of more like a formal way. And I'm like, you don't need to be so formal with me, yo, fucking open up a bit more. And like after we have dinner together and stuff, it's much more, you know, easier. I guess it's just like when I first meet them, they're like that. But after like a dinner session and stuff, they're more open up about it. Yeah. What about ARMIS? So I have met everyone except Octavio from ARMIS. I've met everyone except Octavio. I met Ruze, I met Gibby, and I met Rex. They were really cool too. So Ruze is literally Ruze. He is himself. And I was like, oh my god, you're really the Crimson Ruze. I was like, haha, yeah, yo. You know, it's like how he talks. Yeah, Ruze is literally Ruze. And then Gibby is a very, like... I think he was the only one out of, like, other than Hakka who was like, oh, Axel, come give me a hug. And he's like, yo, give me a warm hug, man. And he, like, literally walked up and just, like, gave me a hug. And I was like, oh, yo, how you doing? How's your flight? You know, just talking, being like... We had dinner at our table. We were just, like, you know, sipping drinks and having fun. And then Gibby's like, I challenge you guys too. And then he had, like, 1 bottle of soju. And then he was, like, starting to get, like, tipsy. So we're like, okay, no more for you. And we just banned him from drinking after that. Well, okay, no more for you. You're gonna die. No more for you. And it's like, well, I can drink more though. And I was like, no more for you. We just stopped it. Ruze is more like... Ruze is like... Ruze had a drink, and then when he's like tipsy, he's like, oh, I can't have any more. Nah. I'm getting gone. You know, it's like, I'm kind of gone, yo. And he just like stops drinking, so he's responsible. Ruze is responsible. And then Rex, I haven't, you know, drank with Rex, but Rex is very like, when I had dinner with him, Rex was like, oh, it was like quiet. But it was like eating what he wants to eat, and he's like, oh my god, this is so cool. And he was like just enjoying, I guess, Japan. And it was really sweet as well. Yeah, Rex was quiet. Maybe I scared him. I literally said to his face, why are you so fucking quiet, yo? And it's like, oh, you know, just... Oh, you know, it's our first time meeting. You're shy. Maybe I scared him. Maybe. He'll open up eventually. It's okay. He'll open up. He'll open up. Yeah, all of them are really nice people. I'm excited to meet Octavio as well soon, so... Yeah.
Have you lifted anyone? No, not yet. I'm pretty sure I could lift Axel, Altare, Hakka. I don't know. Flayon is kind of dense. He's small, but like I imagine Flayon to be very dense. Like a, what's it? I don't know, like a black hole, like a white dwarf. He's small. Yeah, Flayon is small. Axel's also like liftable, pick-upable. I don't know. What's the word? Neutron star, exactly. Like a very dense, very small, but it was just like, it seems very dense.
I met Flayon, by the way. I met Flayon, and he gave me the most fucking awkward side hug, and he crushed my fucking ribs. Because, like, we were sitting down, and the way the seats were, like, we're like, what's it called? The way the seats were, like, distributed, he had to sit next to me against a wall, and he gave me the most awkward, like, side hug. Like, you know, when you're, like, meeting your cousin for the first time? And, yeah, he gonna crush my rib. I'll be real honest with you. That fucking guy's strong. My rib fucking hurts. I don't know if it's, like, the fact that I think I'm getting sick, but he also squeezed me so fucking hard, dude. He's so fucking built. I don't know what the fuck they feed that guy. Are you smaller than Flayon? What the fuck is that question, dude? Yes, I am smaller than Flayon. That's what you wanted to hear? Yes, I am. I am a fucking little flea. I am literally a small little shit. It's difficult. It's hard. Everyone's so fucking tall here. Dude, the first time I came to Japan, I felt like a god. I felt like a Greek demigod. I was like, ooh, I'm so tall. Ooh, I'm holding the handles in the train. Life's hard. Life is really fucking hard. I'm big in spirit. Yeah, God gave me a great soul and a great... Yeah.
You crushed Hakka's ribs? No, I didn't even hug him that hard. Trust, I didn't. I didn't. I chose not to. But I hold liquor very well. And Gibby got drunk, and he was very red, but he's the affectionate type. He hugged me a lot, and he kept praising me. I wrote here, believe in yourself more. You are a good... He said, you are a good person. And I responded, yeah, really? You think so? Yes! So he kept doing that for a bit, 5 to 10 minutes. I think that was cute. I go non-verbal a lot, but it's more because I'm taking in the sights. But just because non-verbal, not bad. I'm just smiling and looking around. It was very good. He's very sweet. I met Ruze. He's so nice to me. And very cool. And so nice to me. I think it's similar with Gibby. Sort of the same thing with Tavioli too. Okay, it's all for different reasons. Tavioli already, he's got the nice maturity to him, so he already knows what he's doing. So there's like no need to break ice. He just is what he is. Not met Tavioli yet, but this is just in general. And Ruze and Gibby. Gibby and me are just really similar, so there was the ice broken immediately. Makes sense. I grabbed this tit. It's big. I'm saying it's at least, what's 60 inches to cm? It's that big. It has to be. He thinks mine are big, but I don't think they're as big as his. His are a different level. But Gibby and me get along because we're similar. And then, I think with Ruze, there's no point in trying to be anything I'm not at the current moment, because he'll just read through it. Oh, I took notes on everyone. Ruze was silly, chill AF. Shinri seemed much more like... He seemed in a good mood, so that was good. He was expressing himself really well. Hakka was always chilling, always looking out for everyone. Hakka helped me get a phone. Because otherwise, if I got lost, I don't know what I'd do. So he helped me with the whole process for that. And I think he helped Gibby too. Very, very older brother type feeling when he does like that. Because he just... The minute he gets the mission, he focuses on that, even at the dinner table, and then he won't give it back to you till it's 100% set to go. Altare is always a mood maker. Very vibes, nice fashion. Axel, I put silly, but that's not a surprise.
Okay, I'll talk about meeting Hakka very briefly. Hakka, do you remember? Do you remember when we first met and we locked eyes, and then we locked arms? Do you remember? I remember. I think you readjusted a column in my spine, and I felt better. We met on the elevator. I was going down to meet everybody, and Hakka was on the elevator, and he grabbed me and slung me around like a fucking hacky sack. Listen, he's a little bird, but he's got more strength than you think. And he slung me around like a hacky sack, and then like I felt something like pop. But it wasn't painful like Flayon. Because when Flayon hugs me, I actually feel like it's a boa constrictor trying to fucking devour me. I actually feel like it's like an anaconda squeezing the goddamn life out of me. Hakka, your hugs have been the best so far. You're gentle, and frankly, I appreciate it. And you may have readjusted something in my spine, but you did it gently. I'm also made out of like cardboard and Lincoln logs, so you did a good job. And frankly, it was God. It's very surreal. It was wonderful. And he's kind of like the second dad of the group in some ways. He looks out for people, maybe not in a dad way, but in a good friend way. That's what I appreciate. Because I'm nothing like that. Because I'm the one that needs to be looked out for. No, I don't know if big brother is the word. It's not the energy I get. It's just good friend energy. I don't know. I don't know what I'd call it. It's just good friend. Disgruntled zookeeper. Okay, I take that offense. You know what? I take offense of that. You cannot do that to Axel. Hakka, I think you and I are the most... I think we do this the most. We always go up to people and we go, how you doing? You doing okay? When I'm sober, I do that all the time, and you do that all the time. And then we do it to each other. I feel like there's a number of times where I hit you on the shoulder or you hit me on the shoulder and it's like, how we doing? How's it going, buddy? I think you did it first, and then I started doing it to you, and then I started doing it to everybody because you started doing it.
I'd met Flay once before, but he broke our spines again. That guy's crazy. He doesn't even need a microphone.
He is so fucking loud!
He's
How
so
can he...
loud.
Flayon, he has the highest projection of anybody.
Yeah, he just has so much power.
He's louder than Hakka. And Hakka's loud.
And Hakka's loud.
I have no idea how it's possible. Flayon is so... It's that giant chest of his.
Yeah.
It's that giant chest holding in all that fucking power.
All that air.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, he's louder than Jurard.
Jurard is good at yapping, but Flayon can like project. Like
yeah,
he'll be duetting at karaoke with someone, and the one person has a mic, and then Flayon doesn't, and he drowns them out.
Yeah, he doesn't need a mic.
He doesn't.
Flayon does not need a mic at karaoke. Everyone else needs a mic. I need a mic so badly.
Yeah.
I'm such a quiet singer. Because Jurard's loud, but Jurard is a different kind of loud. Jurard is consistently loud. He's consistently loud at the same volume. Flayon, his decibels are just
he's
higher.
So powerful.
He could just get higher. Just louder.
Who else? Hakka's a sweet boy.
Hakka's been...
He's a sweet boy.
Hakka's been so sweet. I remember, it's like, whenever I see him, I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah. And then he always leans over to me, he's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah. We keep, I don't know, Hakka and I do this thing where we just keep checking up on people. And mainly checking up on each other. He gave us little keychains from where he lives. I thought that was very sweet.
Yeah, he brought us little souvenirs.
Yeah, little souvenirs.
Who's that guy?
Talk about our train experience. Our beautiful experience.
What train experience?
Oh, Jesus. The one we got packed into a fucking train the other day.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh, that was awful.
Sardines.
Hakka protected me. I felt like a baby bird out in the wild, and I felt like a puppy who lost its mother, and I was being nursed by a tiger. It was literally that. I was in like we were being squeezed together. I was like sweating because I couldn't stand correctly, and my scoliosis was kicking in hardcore, and I was like sideways, and I was just trying to like hold it together, and I was like flexing something, and for some reason I couldn't stop activating my core. So I was just standing on this train while being squished between 1,000 people and activating my core. Oh, poor Shinri. Shinri probably had it the worst. He was getting smooshed.
That was karma for frying that fish up on his gas stove top.
That was badass. That's what I need. We need to do something. We need to cook over here. That'd be fun. Best 10 minutes of my life. And I don't say that to everyone. I say it to everyone, but I only mean it to you, bro.
The only thing Japan subway everyone probably would not like is when it gets crowded, which is very difficult, but I had Hakka there with me, and Hakka was being basically my back support. So for me, it just felt like I was sitting on a bed, standing up, because Hakka big thitty. You may think he doesn't have tits, but he does. Of course, though, when he's using that spear, you will have muscle. So I was crunched up against everyone. Everyone else was dying. Hakka was dying. Bettel was dying. But I had Hakka's back support, so it really just felt I was standing up on a bed.
I'm pretty sure that if I sleep with Flayon, he would fucking crush me. He will, like, the way he fucking hugged me, I'm kind of scared of him. That guy has unregistered amounts of fucking strength. He's so fucking strong. I don't know how the fuck he's so strong. I experienced a bear... No, it wasn't even a bear hug. I experienced a cuss side hug. And he hugs me from behind a lot. And I also pat his head and I hug him too. But listen, I don't wear my heels here. and I'm the shortest of the group, and some people hug me and they put their chin on my head, it's very humiliating. It's very humiliating. They also pat my head. It's comfy. But bro, listen, Crocs, I don't have heeled Crocs, okay? I'm very tiny, but I like it. I like it. But I'm also strong. We love a short king. Dude, that's me. Me and Ver. We're both the short kings. I kid you not. It's like, it's silly to think as like Shinri is my father figure. But I have learned so much from Shinri this last couple like weeks, months, days. I'm so happy. I like hang out with Shinri and I learn so much. Like I love walking with Shinri. I fucking love traveling with Shinri. It makes me so fucking happy. I love Shinri so much, dude. He is the best like travel buddy. Yeah, he's my found family. I love him so much. I love him. I adore him. But yeah, I love hanging out with Shinri. It's funny because like whenever I hang out, okay, all right. This kind of sounds so corny, but as a big brother, I always dreamt having like a bigger figure that like takes care of me, because I was always the person like taking care of. Like something that happens when you're a big brother, right? Whenever I go out with Axel and Altare, I feel like they're my big brothers. When I go out with Shinri, I feel he's my big brother. Like he's like the brother that just like came back from college. Like he's like fucking like an adult, right? When I go out with Bettel, we're the same. It's like I'm just hanging out with my bro, right? With my dude. When I hang out with Flayon, I'm hanging out with my little brother. Cause I act like a big brother for both Bettel and Flayon, but not for Shinri and Altare and Axel, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's the whole spectrum. Every time I hang out with someone, I feel my personality just like fucking like shifts depending on who I am with. But Bettel, I mean, the thing with Bettel, the cool thing about hanging out with Bettel is that we're both on the same like mind wave, like brain, like fuck, I can speak. We're both on the same like brain wave, like mindset, and it's really good.
And they were just, I didn't want to touch them. Like, oh, these fuckers are sleeping. They're tired of shit. I'm not touching that cat. They're like, no, you can touch it. I'm like, he's sleeping. He's fucking tired. He's had a bunch of freaks touch him all day, including me. You know, to a cat that must be fucking insane, watching people come in and just fucking grab them and shit. This is probably exhausting. They are cat. Cats with jobs. I guess so. I understand to a degree of having a bunch of freaks come in and look at you and stuff. I get it. Like, I understand.